We're starting where we left off with the Dake Bible. We have done 2 sessions on that already, and this is the third. What we're going to go to today is what in most Bibles is called a concordance, but in the Dake Bible, it's more than a concordance. It's called a concordance and cyclopedic index. So, most concordances are those things that take names from the Bible and put it in alphabetical order and then show where you can find that in the Bible. That's a concordance of the Bible, which is true in this case. But this includes what's called cyclopedic index. So what that means is it does several things. For example, if you go to the name Aaron, of course, in the Old Testament, it'll tell you how many times that name is used. For example, it says here Aaron, and then right beside his name, it says 319 in parentheses. That means Aaron's name shows up in the Bible 319 times. Now, here's what it does as well. It can tell you where it shows up by giving the parts of the Bible and the verse numbers and so forth. But also what it does is show you if there are notes on it in the actual text. Like we've said before, there will be notes from the text. There's the text, and there are the notes. So you see the text and the notes on the side with little letters. So what that would mean is if you are looking anyone up, you may look up not only how many times it's been in there, but it'll also tell you how to find exactly what you are looking for. Now, in the case of Aaron or Abraham, all of these are done that way. First of all, what it'll do, it'll have a number right here. It'll say, for example, Mountaineer, brother of Moses. And then it'll have a D, 100, and then 1. Okay, what D means, that's the letter for the note on the side. 100 means the page you'll find it on, and 1 means the first column. If it's on the second column, it'll have a 2 after it. Okay? So that way you can look this up in that particular book, and you will find a note on Aaron right there. And sometimes it'll be run right down after it. And here now, if, for example, if we look up Abraham, which is a lot longer than Aaron, you will find Abraham, of course, many times in the Old Testament. It says Abraham, in fact, is in there 234 times. Abraham is in the Bible 234 times. Now, you've got the same thing where you can look up the person in the index here, in the concordance, and show you in the scripture where it shows up. But if it shows up as a note, it'll do the same thing it did before. It'll give you a note and so forth. But here's what's interesting. If those are in the Old Testament. If it's in the New Testament, after that final section, it'll give an asterisk sign. So it'll show you, that's in the New Testament. So you go to that page in the New Testament, because what Dake does, the Old Testament pages are numbered in order from the beginning to the end. But then in the New Testament, it starts all over with a number 1 again and goes through. Therefore, the asterisk on the side of any of these, you'll see, will show you that that asterisk is in the New Testament. For example, children of Abraham, it says here is 1, 356, 1. So it's in 1, that's an L, 356, 1 with an asterisk. So that means the 356th page of the New Testament, in the first column, there'll be something about Aaron as children of. Who are the children of Aaron in the New Testament? So that's what that will be. Now, this is a good example of this excellent section at the end of the Dake Bible, and there is more which we will get to shortly. So thank you for listening.